Others are beginning to step up. And one player will take home $1.65 million in cash. We began with 780 players. There are now 46, with an average chip stack of 339,000. The chip leader now is Alexei Rosenberg with 700,000. At our feature table, Nino Murata and Matthew Stout are the chip leaders. Down at the low end, it's John D'Alessandri. We get back to the action at our feature table, where the blinds 2,500 and 5,000, the ante 500. Barry Tompkins, Michael Koenig alongside, Eric Seidel now with an ace and a king, so he'll play that. Going to raise to 14,000. Putt folds. D'Alessandri will do likewise, as will Murata. Matthew Stout as well. And now Kevin Saul. 10-5. And Kevin looking like he's going to count out some chips here.
Well, surely he can't be thinking of calling, Barry. Not with that hand. But raising is an option.
To 45,000. Action folds back to Eric Seidel.
Kevin Saul has been card dead. He's trying to make a move to kickstart his tournament. Unfortunately, he has run into a real hand.
Hello.
And Eric Seidel says all in for 175,000. And it's back to Kevin Saul.
Like 145 more, though?
It doesn't matter if it's 14 cents more. That's it for Kevin Saul.
Yeah, he will fold, so Eric Seidel is going to take down this pot.
And Kevin Saul is still searching for a winning play.
Can't call with the 10 and a 5. Well, I can't call with the 10 and 5, can I?
It can be frustrating when the cards run dry, and perhaps Kevin was heading to that place called Tilty Town. Good players try to avoid going there, but sometimes they just can't help passing through.
Oh, nice. Yes!
If I had to explain what going on tilt is it's just losing control of your emotions.
Maybe you get in with the best hand, and then on the river, your opponent catches a straight or a flush to beat you.
So you start doing things that you normally wouldn't do.
Just firing chips in because you're kind of pissed.
I'm going to start playing those cards that he beat me with. You know, what am I waiting around for these aces when I get them, they lose?
I am steaming! I am steaming now!
All of a sudden my hand is doing something, and I realize, then I go walking back to the box to get more money. I'm like, now why did that happen?
Yeah, it's almost like there's a short circuit.
You're not present. You're just not there. You know, you are out to lunch. You were gone. You were partying out somewhere else. Everyone's got their own personal, private hell version of tilt.
I tell you what, show me a pro that don't go on tilt, I tell you he's lying. That is impossible.
It's hard sometimes when you take a really nasty beat or when you have a huge draw that doesn't get there and it's happening time after time. It's really hard to keep yourself focused and in control of your emotions.
It's just you and your inner body trying to get yourself back out of there.
There is some emotional satisfaction being created. You're getting your frustration out, and I think that some players who know better feel like they need that. I think it's comforting.
Actually, when I'm on tilt, the first thing that's going through my mind is get off tilt. If you're going to stay in this game, get off tilt or go away, because you're destined to lose if you don't get off tilt.
When you step over that line into Tilty Town, Barry, you are entering a world of pain.
Place nobody wants to be, and everybody at some point or other is. Back to the feature table, John D'Alessandri folds.
Right.
Now Nino Murata with the king-queen. Going to raise to 25,000. Stout folds. Kevin Saul, ace-3. He'll fold. Now Stephen Miller throws it away. But Andy Black catching pocket tens. He'll call.
Go.
Come on, give me something for once.
Now Nicholas Putt with a king-jack suited.
All in.
And he goes all in for 38,000.
Desperate times do indeed call for desperate measures, but with a raise and a caller in front of Nick Putt, he probably could have found a better spot.
Nino Murata just raised to 85,000.
How much is it to me?
And that actually is doing Nick Putt a favor if this thins the field and gets Andy Black to fold.
Well, Andy Black giving it a lot of thought here. And he calls.
We've got two pots now. The main pot for $143,000 and a side pot between Murata and Black for $82,000.
On the flop, 8-6-5, two hearts.
And that's a great flop for the all-in player, Nick Putt. Big flush draw.
100.
But it does look like Murata's reaching for chips.
What did he say?
He's going to bet 100,000. All Murata has is a king high.
Fold. Okay, I fold.
Yeah, and Andy Black seems genuinely irked. The idea in tournaments is to knock out every other player. Putt is all in with his tournament at stake.
How? What are you doing? I mean, it's not...
And Murata's bet there with merely a king high got Black with the best hand to fold.
Fuck, I had the best hand, of course.
Murata gave protection to Nick Putt, and Andy Black does not appreciate it.
Meanwhile, Putt still has a chance here. He needs a heart or a jack. He doesn't get it on the turn. It's a king.
That's so sick.
And that's no help to Putt because Murata has him outkicked. Nick Putt will need a jack or a heart, or he's done with the Aussie Millions.
It is a 5 of clubs, and Putt will be eliminated.
All right, good luck, everyone.
The native of Adelaide, Australia, will pocket $20,000 for his efforts, and Nino Murata has now topped $600,000 in chips.
So that's how it's going to be. That was terrible.
I think I still got you in the end, but didn't I?
What? You're just bluffing.
Yeah, but the king dropped, so...
Should have gone with my raid. Just stuck it in.
Can Andy Black stay away from Tilty Town? We'll find out. Welcome back to the main event of the 2008 Aussie Millions from the Crown Melbourne Casino. While vacationing down under, a trip to the zoo can always provide a unique up-close look at some of the wildlife which is indigenous to Australia. Kangaroos, koalas, emus, wombats, they can all be found just a short ride from the Crown Melbourne.
And Eric Seidel has become a gamekeeper himself with his stuffed wombat, who I see has gotten a sponsorship deal.
I'll call Wombat Control. Action continuing at our feature table here. Stephen Miller first to act, then he'll fold. Now Andrew Black.
Raise.
With pocket eights. He's going to raise to 16,000. And Eric Seidel with the hammer.
This is going to be interesting because I still detect some steam coming out of Black's ears.
48.
48,000 to bet from Eric Seidel. That'll get Delisandri out and Murata. Matthew Stout follows suit. Now Kevin Saul at 27.